Hey, what's up, family? So, why the struggles in life? Well, one of the reasons is for us to learn to trust God and also trust the process. Last week, something happened where I hurt my back and I couldn't walk. I literally had to have someone under my left arm as well as under my right arm just for me to get up and go to the restroom, come back to the bed. I was placed in a position where I was glued to the bed pretty much until I went to the hospital, which was part of the process and trusting the process that was necessary to begin the road of recovery. But before I went to the hospital, laying in the bed, all I could talk to was God and not panicking, having the right mindset. And that's due to, you know, studying the Bible and doing sermons and now being in a place where I have to live it. I have to walk it out. So talking to God, you know, the devil would give me thoughts of, you know, what if you can't walk anymore? This type of deal because it was just that much pain. So just talking to God and thanking Him for it not being as worse as it was, although it was pretty freaking bad, and letting Him know that whatever happens, it happens. That I trust you, and also asking for healing and for me to get better, get through this, and trusting the process, considering I can walk and move around now, but having to take medication to where I'm not in as much pain, not being able to sit down long enough. I'm sorry, not being able to sit down long periods of time and getting up 20, 30 minutes after I sit down in a lot of pain, not being able to stand up, but also finding time in there to work out, stretch, strengthen my lower back to where I can walk around a little bit more and not be in as much pain. Trusting the process, not getting impatient and and discouraged because I feel like I could be doing better, that I could be doing more when my wife is doing almost everything, and being frustrated because I'm not able to go to work and be able to provide like I'm supposed to. Trusting the process. We have to get to a place where we trust God, because we're always going to be placed in a situation where we're forced to trust God if we feel like we can do it on our own, when we feel like we don't need Him. He will oftentimes cause or allow things to happen in our lives to where we now understand, God, it's in your hands. And He wants us to live our lives every day acknowledging Him as our source, trusting Him, knowing that it's in His hands. But at the same time, faith without works is dead. What do you need me to do in the process? There's going to be times where we're placed in situations where things is not looking good for us. We don't know the outcome, whether it's dealing with physical health, whatever it is. We're gonna be put in situations where, okay, we've done all that we could. It's out of my hands now. We trust in God, but at the same time, we're gonna have to trust the process, especially when it comes down to healing and restoration of our body, our health, mentally, spiritually, whatever it is. So that's one of the reasons why some of the struggles that we must encounter in life, so we can learn to trust God and also learn to trust the process. Hats off to Inky Johnson, because it is following him over some time, him as a speaker, that's where he speak most about, is trusting the process. And when we trust the process, then growth, development, all the things that helps us become who God created us to become gets us one step closer to us becoming who He created us to be by doing our part while trusting God and trusting the process. So for me to you, when you encounter situations, times, moments, circumstances where you have to trust God, trust Him fully. Thank Him even if you don't understand. Ask Him for wisdom if He need you to do or whatever it is you're supposed to learn from it. But also don't get discouraged. Don't complain. Don't murmur because you don't know the outcome and because of what you see is that bad. Learn to trust the process because as long as God in control, He got the process. And on the other side of the process, the purpose, the will in which while it was done, it will be made complete and mature because we trusted God and we trusted the process. I love you guys. Stay blessed. Peace.